Yo, what's up guys, it's Hoaxy AKZ. Today we're playing the Stanley Parable, but before we start, make sure y'all go down below, like the video, leave a comment, and maybe even subscribe if you want. With that, let's get into it. Alright, begin the game. The end is never the end, the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Easy enough.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
It's kind of weird,
This
but
is
okay.
what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
Never got tired of it?
others
Like,
might
that's a
have
little bit
considered it
repetitive, isn't it?
soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He was destined to be here.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Everybody vanished.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Where's the boss?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn now. Oh, whoa, my sensitivity is like super high. Hang on. Oh, that's even higher. This is probably about where
All
I
of his
started
co-workers
anyway.
were gone. What could it mean?
Can I open these doors?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nah, hell no. What's... I can't open any of these doors, bro. Let me open a door. I'm not just gonna do what he says. I wanna go there. Oh. That's gonna change one day, I feel like. I feel like that's gonna be a door. I'm trying every door possible. None of them's opening. Ooh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
On the
he
right.
entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what I want to do, man.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
It really
just
is.
to spend a few
It's
moments
such a
here in
change
this
of pace and
immaculate,
color.
beautifully constructed room.
Like, look at this.
Stanley
Looks so much better
simply
than
stood
this.
here,
Right?
drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah. Look. I can see, like, out here now. Do I keep going, or do I go down here in the meeting room? What? Oh, but that looks cool. Nah, I'm just gonna keep going this way. I'm gonna do everything wrong
Stanley was
first.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Now, I've seen some gameplay on this, but I haven't seen it in a while, so
Look,
I don't
Stanley,
really
I
remember
think
much
perhaps
about
we've
this
gotten
game.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I feel like I'm gonna
I
be
realize that
saying
investing your trust in
almost
someone
for
else
the
can be
first time.
difficult.
Like, I
but the
remember
fact
seeing
is that the
this
story has been
big
about
old room.
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every
about
decision
nobody.
by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem
Was I
yourself.
supposed to wait?
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who? Oh, I should have... Oh, I'll do it next time. I should have jumped off. I could have jumped off there, couldn't I? Oh? Hello?
That's her, Stanley.
Who?
You need to be the one to do this. to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't know if I can do this. Ah. Oh. Oh.
Stanley, is that you?
Oh.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No, I gotta
I'm
run
just
away.
pulling the bread out of the oven.
Nope.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Nah.
Who'd want to commit their life to you?
Nah, not really.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Wait, what happens if I press
and
the
every
wrong
button that he
button?
pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Okay,
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating
eating
lunch.
lunch.
Now he's
He's
going
going
home.
home.
Now he's coming,
coming
back, to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Jay.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries.
Okay,
of
but
new
what happens if I
lands.
press
It was
a
wonderful.
different button?
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Can I press a different button? No? Anything? Oh.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the
They were
face
gone,
of the
bro.
earth.
They disappeared.
The
I
thought
was lonely.
excited him terribly. So
I'm
he
spinning.
went
Oh,
further.
Tom with the boys
He
for show
imagined
that.
that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
But I get to-
choice. It
I
barely
get to spend
even
time with the
mattered what
boys.
lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Where are the boys? Where were the boys?
As he wandered
I didn't get
through
to spend
this
time with the
fantasy
boys,
world,
bro.
He began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
My
Down
homies, where
one
my
path
homies
lay
at?
an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down
dirty-ass
another was a
room.
game with a baby.
Or is this
And
just
he
the
called
carpet
it
spreading?
the Stanley Parable.
Oh?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path.
Gotta be.
Mustn't there be?
Yeah.
Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing
supposed
is
to tell her I
pushing the
loved her,
same
bro.
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real
How is
one.
this happening? Go to sleep?
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Wow.
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
You're saying I don't
But he
have
won't listen to me.
main
He
character
won't stop.
energy.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I'm not pressing the button. You told me not to push the button. Can I push a different button? How long do I need to wait? Nothing, dude? I have to do this? What button am I supposed to press? Whatever,
see?
dude. I didn't
Can
have
you
an
just not hear
option.
me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Stanley will never see. Please press Oh. But I want to question everything. I am questioning
I
everything.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
If I press
Maybe
left click,
this
it makes
time.
keyboard noises.
And I tried again.
Whoa.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Whoa.
And I tried.
It said, please die? What? Excuse me. It just said, please die, and then just skedaddled on. Like, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay,
missed a
then.
memo.
I guess we're moving on. Okay, this time I'm gonna jump off that ledge. I'm gonna go all the way back, and I'm gonna jump off the ledge.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh,
and
I
Stanley
know.
knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
No.
admire it.
No.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Business? What business? No. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired
I'm not
years
bad at
ago.
directions. You're bad at directions. Man.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Sometimes.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really?
Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Nope,
others?
I don't
Are you
care.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep,
Well,
I'm that guy.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I'll show myself something
Let me
beautiful.
prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I'm on my own side. Okay. Oh,
Now listen
red or
carefully,
blue?
this is important. Stanley walked
Through the
red
blue
door.
door. Imagine if that other door is open.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating
Blue door.
properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want
Yeah.
to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
Damn right I
chosen?
do.
Well, don't let me stop you.
Ah.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
I'm a
Broken
genius.
rooms, exposed developer textures.
Good.
Is this what you had wanted?
Yep.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
This is the
Do you
truth.
not
I
think
demand the
put a lot of
truth.
time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I know I do that to
Tell you
people.
what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This
third
already
option.
feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Kind
Go
of.
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. Excuse me, what? No, you cheated.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
What?
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited
That
from
was
allowing you
cool.
more choices?
It gets a
Feel
4.
free to be honest.
It gets a
I'm
4.
looking for some real critical feedback here.
A 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh,
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
That's me. Okay. I don't know if that's me, because I have not been playing this game for that long. Okay. What happens if I just go through the... Oh, hello? He's not letting me go anywhere.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
I
had
don't know what
simply
that
missed
was,
a memo.
but... do I still get the third door?
When Stanley came
I'm
to
not
a
done
set
with
of
this
two open
area.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm going
Standing
to the
now in
red
this
area.
incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. You're capping.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something.
I
Do you
love
have
that
zero
reaction.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
I'm gonna go through the
Let me
blue door
prove
and
that
then go
I'm
through the
on
red
your
door.
side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door. Gotcha. Oh, that was weird.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Wait. One more.
I still don't think we're communicating
Okay.
properly.
Now I'm gonna go through
Stanley
the red door.
walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
I know,
Do you
I
see that I
gotcha.
really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Oh, circles?
Running and running and running, just the
Backwards?
way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us,
Oh
Stanley?
no.
I wanted to
I'm
stop.
stuck.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a
I
solution.
stopped.
Here, let me show you.
I'm just saying I stopped. Wait. Oh, but I walked back.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I go around the door. No.
Here.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, indeed
If we
it
just stay right
is.
here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
I'll stay here forever.
I actually feel happy.
It's beautiful. Look at all that blue and white. And space. Oh. Is anything gonna happen up there? Or is it just collecting? Like, what happens if I just wait here forever? Oh, that's so cool. What else does this place do? Is that it? I think it's time to call it. Sorry, narrator.
No, wait.
I can
Where
go
are
back.
you going? Right. Where were we? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs.
The
If you
stairs?
hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Why would I die
we'll
on the
lose
stairs?
all of this.
Tell me why I would die on the stairs. Tell me right now why I would fall
Please,
die
no,
on the
Stanley,
stairs.
let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, so you want me to...
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Give me another option. Give me another option. You don't have another option? So be it.
No! Oh, thank God you lived.
Looks like I gotta go up
You had me
again.
worried there for... No. No, what are you doing, Stanley?
You're not giving me any
Please,
other
I'm asking you
options.
not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Another option? See, I could go back, but it would just take me back to that room. And I want to do more. I don't want to just sit in that room. I want to explore more of this place. So you have no other option? Okay.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Okay, just because
Can
this
you
time
do
you
that
asked.
for me?
Again. Oh.
Yes. Perhaps you can.
Why am I so
Perhaps
slow?
you finally see what I'm talking about.
Whoa. Okay, I'm done. This walk was not worth it. Why am I so slow?
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
And sad
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
How am I getting rid
literally
of it?
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, you're not.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
A little bit. A little bit.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Yeah, you are just a
It
narrator.
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Kind of.
Well, this one is yours.
This choice is mine. Parkour. Parkour.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yep. All the way back. I'm going way back. Okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the
I'm
meeting
gonna
room,
take
and from then on,
the
he
left
would
door
never
this
be
time.
alone ever again.
Left
When
door.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did do... Oh. You know what? I'm going to do this run completely correct.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
What
to
do
his
people
boss's
want?
office,
What do they want?
hoping he
What
might
makes them
find an
happy?
answer there.
Profits. Profits, baby. Go this way. Yeah, I'll go this way.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. No. Okay.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But downstairs... Oh, I have to do that later. Boss. Boss! What?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Boss?
to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
Oh,
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Huh. Okay. Huh. Is this when it turns into a horror game? This is when it turns into a horror game for sure. Yeah.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Peculiar. Ooh. I feel like I'm in Poppy Playtime right now.
Stanley
Whoa,
walked straight ahead through the
okay.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What escape? This is a trap. This is normal.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength
This
to
is
find
no
out?
awful secret. This is I don't know what this is. Lights.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
Cameras.
true nature revealed.
Fire.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of
this
them,
is-
eternally monitored
that?
in this place where freedom
Okay,
meant
well.
nothing.
Action.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this
kind
the only
of.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He
Whoa.
refused to believe it. He
I am
couldn't
epic.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
being
Never.
risen to the
It was
heavens.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Where am I going?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
in it now.
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Buttons.
place.
You can press the
And as the
buttons.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Red
For
button.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ow. There's a 5 here. Do I need to push them in order? Where's the 1? That's a 3. This is a 1, 2, 1, 2. I feel like the 4 is probably going to be somewhere over there, but 3. Give me a 4. Where is the 4? 4? This feels like a scary pit right here. Where's the 4? Wait, is that the 4? Can barely see here. Hello? I don't know if that's a 4. I don't know what that is. How do I go up? Do I need to go into the main room? I wanna... What is that? Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna use it.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power... Oh,
Yep.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
I'm
what
a
you
rebel,
wanted?
baby.
Control?
You can't stop me.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off,
No.
and leave.
No.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What do you mean,
In the event that this
detonation
machine
system?
is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating
What?
the entire complex.
What?
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Excuse me?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Excuse me?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Well, the
What a
lights are on
shame
in
we
here.
have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
Oh,
I
wait.
barely know where to start. What's that?
1.
You'd like to know where your
2.
co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
3.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
4.
what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
What do you mean?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
You've done nothing but
Sometimes
control
when I
me.
tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Oh.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside,
Stop
or
the
I let
cat.
it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
I put 'em in
I almost
order.
hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the
Backup
next
power?
go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm
Yellow?
enjoying this so much. You know
Red.
what? To
Wait,
hell
what?
with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Oh.
Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Where's the 1?
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or
No,
what
I
you're
know.
supposed to be doing right
I
now?
know what I need to do. I see what
Or
I
did
need
you
to
just
do.
assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
Kind of.
from button
It's
to
kind of
button,
exactly what I was saying.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door.
The big red
Everything,
button, yeah,
anything,
yeah,
something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
What was that?
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Oh,
to
aren't you
see
cool?
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Why are you doing
No
these
enemies
things?
here, just you being blown to
Why?
pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it
No,
count.
no, no, no,
Or
no,
don't.
no.
It's all the same
Where
to me.
can I
All
go?
a part of the joke.
can't go
And
anywhere,
believe
bro.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable
go
life
anywhere
from the
other than
moment we
down here.
fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Happily ever. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all go down below and click that like button and subscribe for me. And yeah, peace.